inside Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville, Florida. Today, a good one in store. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. The second-year man, Cam Little, has the honors. Off we go from the Sunshine State. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL, and Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
He spent a lot of time, Mike, over these last couple days speaking to the media, and the thing that jumped out to me was just how confident he was in his team's preparation ahead of today's game. Now, only time will tell or not whether it makes a difference, but if his confidence is any indication of how they're going to perform, this could be a tough team to beat.
Off the play fake, here's Darnold. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
In danger of an opening 3 and out, they face 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Open man is Houghton. It's caught. They get 16 on that connection. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That's complete. It's Jackson Smith and Jigba. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. First carry now for Kenneth Walker, and he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
3rd down and 9. Tight end on the move left. Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. He's going to look deep, going to Kupp. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Play is stopped. We have an injury to one of the Jaguars. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Travis Etienne. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
A loss of a yard.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
In motion is Hunter. 2nd down, Lawrence. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
3rd down and the 11.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Seahawks offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll do so with 1st and 10. It's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put 2 guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain.
That's to the rookie from Miami, Elijah Arroyo. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
A gain of 11.
A gain there of 11. 1st down, Seattle. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Josh Hines-Allen there on the tackle.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 9. They run with Walker. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 14 on the pickup. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
1st down, Seahawks.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. It's been a busy 1st quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
They'll get him out 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the the 7-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Darnold to the air once more. That one swung out wide to Walker. That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
Here's Darnold again. Moving outside the pocket, and he's into the end zone. Sam Darnold. Touchdown, Seattle.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He's got it, and the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks 7, Jaguars 0.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Jags offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you could see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
They'll run it once more with Etienne. And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. He's not going to lose yardage, but he's not gaining any either. It's 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. 1st and 2nd down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. Throw on the move is caught. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Move those chains. That's good.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3 and out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
He was brought down by Kobe Bryant. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. To throw is Lawrence. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
A 1st down throw for Lawrence. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to cover will not be a turnover, but will go down as a sack. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he got it.
The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have come up with the recovery. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
To throw on first down is Darnold. And they'll get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
The offense is trying to stretch the field vertically. They're trying to put as many receivers into the coverage deep as possible. But you know what you need? You need time. You need to allow those guys to get downfield. But when you have a pass rush like this, they don't let that time unfold, and that pocket collapsed and results in a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
Just not a lot of plays on that call sheet for the offensive coordinator for 3rd and a mile. So that's a huge sack there that they took on 2nd down. And barring something dramatic happening here, that might have just killed any chance of extending this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Darnold to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. On comes the punter now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds.
Get ready to spin! Get ready to spin!
On first down, Lawrence gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. We are through 1. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. And we'll have more from Jacksonville after this. The Jaguars with the ball as quarter number 2 begins. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 9 as we are ready to get back underway. Lawrence now on 2nd down. And he'll get only about 3 before being ridden out of bounds.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd down, they need 5. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points, but after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
Here's their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This brought in out past the 20. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. The two-time Pro Bowler, Josh Hines-Allen. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. But that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
Forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. Just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
There's no need to do anything reckless. It's 3rd and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim. So there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
Crazy. Be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Jaguars offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive, and they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick 1st down.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
In motion is Hunter. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete.
They just desperately need to get something positive going here, Mike. It just feels like they're a play away from really jump-starting everything they've talked about being good at throughout the course of the week's prep. And it's really been the inability to sustain drives. So critical 3rd downs, better on 1st and 2nd. Somewhere it's got to pop. And
throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 11 yards on the connection there. That's good for a Jaguar 1st down.
10 at the 44-yard line.
We'll try and set up the tight end screen. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Brown comes to get the jet sweep. And that one shut down almost immediately. Good pressure from the backside. Left him nowhere to go. And no gain.
It's now 3rd down.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Rolling right. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's all the way down to the 15-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. First down, Jacksonville.
That's good for another Jaguars. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on third down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the first down and some.
Man in motion here is Washington. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 15-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Now Lawrence. There's the rookie out of Colorado, Travis Hunter. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up third and 6.
Lawrence. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
If this was just one guy dominating them up front, there's a lot of things that you can do. You can chip him. You can double team him. You can start sliding the offensive line and pass protection his way, trying to slow him down. But this has been coming from a lot of different spots, and right now it just looks to be a breakdown in the protection, and they have no answer on how to stop it.
So it is fourth down, and that'll bring on for this Jaguars field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars are on the board. It's 7-3. So after the field goal, back out is Little to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a first and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 25-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. To throw is Darnold. The open man is Smith and Jigba. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure what it was, Mike, but there was something off about that play from the jump. I'm not sure if it was the body language or the on-the-line of scrimmage communication, but it was pretty clear to me that they weren't on the same page, and I think the result shows.
Here's the punter now, as he's on here to punt this one away. And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Moving left. Now he'll run. 12 yards on the game. That's That's good for a quick first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Up the middle, here's ETN. He'll manage only a couple. Tyrese Knight in on the tackle.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Once again, it's ETN. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6. Man in motion is Brown. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Got his man, it's complete to Thomas. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
16 yards. That's good for a Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw. Lawrence. Right back to Thomas. He's got it again. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. They go right back to him. This catch good for 11 and a first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Tyrese Knight on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
2nd down, they need 7. Lawrence now. He takes off. Taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble.
19 yards. That's good for another Jaguars.
The defense is going to have to come up with a plan for this quarterback using his legs, Mike, or it's going to be a long day. They knew coming in he was a threat, but I'm not sure they thought he would be this effective this early.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. He'll run again.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Lawrence. That is caught. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the...
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal, and at the very least, got to come away with some points.
Man in motion here is Washington. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
4-yard line.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jaguars are on top. It's now 10-7. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. They'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Now Seattle will use the final timeout. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. First and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A big play at a critical juncture in this game. 31 yards. Here's Darnold again. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, so this just really comes down to really good defense. You can tell the quarterback's trying to target something downfield, and when they take that away, typically there's something underneath, but they had all levels of the coverage accounted for, and that was a really nice job.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will level the score at 10 apiece.
And barring something dramatic here happening, that field goal should take us into the break all tied up. So this one obviously could go either way. I'm really excited to see, Mike, which team comes out of the halftime break, makes some adjustments on both sides of the ball to try to give themselves the edge.
And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. From the 6, here comes a return. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Jaguars offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins. First and 10. Ball's out.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The Seahawks offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll start.
The previous play is under review.
At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Man in motion is Brown. Now second down throw for Lawrence. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
And this quarterback just continues to take a beating throughout the entire game. They have to find a way to keep him upright. Otherwise, I'm not sure if he's going to make it out of this game in one piece.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Now here's Lawrence going for it all. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
I like the fact that they took a shot on third and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the fourth down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up fourth and a mile.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Seahawks offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. A low-scoring game, all time, third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. First and 10. He'll push forward for about a yard. Eric Murray in on the tackle.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and 9. Looking to set up that wide receiver screen, get it out to the edge, but they do not connect, and that one is incomplete.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You certainly don't want to be wasting downs at this stage of the game, but with nothing open, I can't really blame him. There was really nowhere to go with the ball. You don't want to start throwing into tight coverage, and he just has to simply throw that one away.
The Seahawks sending out their punt team as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
By the wide receiver. Brought down by Ernest Jones. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. To the right, on the run, it's ETN. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
Worry on the stop. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for the first with ETN. He's going to have enough for the 1st down. They'll take this to the 30.
It's a gain of 8.
It's a really nice job there on the right side of the offensive line. They were the ones who got the key blocks. That's exactly where the point of attack of that run play was designed to go, and the back is able to find enough room and easily pick up that 1st down.
Man in motion is Brown. A 1st down throw for Lawrence. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch, and instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
Intended for Brian Thomas Jr. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Brian Thomas.
It's his ability to change direction. He's able to go from his back pedal to then driving that route fast enough that he gets to the ball immediately as it arrives, and he's able to knock it down.
Jaguars ready to punt this one away.
Jaguars.
Fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
30-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots. Just a really nice effort by the defense to challenge him right at the catch point. It's really the timing of the contact that really is able to dislodge the ball, and they get a fresh set of downs to work with if he's able to hold on to it. Because of the hit, he can't squeeze it, and now they find themselves looking at 4th down.
On the return, here's Washington. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. They go play action for Lawrence. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Second down and 3. To throw is Lawrence. Oh, that one floated off his back foot. It is intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone. Here's a handoff to Walker. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Tie game, second half. Mistakes here can really decide the outcome of the game. So it's a really smart play. Nothing's open. Just throw it out of bounds. Live to fight another play.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Darnold. He'll try to run for it. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle. Just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket.
Good blocking, and he's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Myers now to add the PAT. It's up and good. And the Seahawks go up by 7. It is now 17-10.
Jaguars 10.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Jags offense ready to see what they can do. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with 1st down and 10. A give for Etienne, heading right. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Lawrence. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And he'll get this up close to a 1st down, working it to the 33-yard line. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll go with the sneak. And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Etienne. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Devin Witherspoon up from the secondary to make the play.
The 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence on the bootleg. That's swung out to Etienne. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Intended for Johnny Munn.
And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more.
At their own 17-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Darnold to throw. That's taken in by Horton. And he's taken down up past the 35. They'll pick up 23 on that one. 1st down, Seattle.
1st down, Seattle.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
They'll run the toss with Walker. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
The Seahawks ball carrier. He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Oh, they're running in a flash, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hand.
That's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Eric Murray. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
The Jaguars offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
12 yards. And the Jaguars 1st down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL? And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. Man in motion is Brown. 2nd down, Lawrence. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
Got him in! It's caught for the touchdown! Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars! A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Seahawks offense ready to come back out for this next possession. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead. Josh Allen in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Darnold. Little short pass. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Jaguars think they have it, and they do. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
Third down, they go with Walker. Forget about it. They're going to lose more yardage there. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down.
2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
We're about ready now for the punt. Important punt here in this tie game late. This will be returnable from his own 15. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. We're all even. Fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. Man in motion here is Washington. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Slot man in motion right. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Run the toss here to Etienne. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Brought down by Ernest Jones. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 9. Lawrence to the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. That's good for a Jaguar 1st down.
47-yard line.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, 2 things need to happen. 1, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time, and then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
DeMarcus Lawrence on the stop. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 1. They'll run it once more with Etienne. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Etienne. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 4. Up the middle, here's Etienne. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Jacksonville.
1st down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the 1st down.
19 yards. That's good for another Jaguars. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
A loss of 2.
Tie game, fourth quarter. This defense knows the importance of keeping this thing at a 3-point game. What a big play there with the tackle for loss on 1st and goal.
Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. It is brought in the end zone. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Little on now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jaguars will go up by 7.
Makes the score Jaguars 24, Seahawks 17.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get back at it. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. The former first overall pick in 2022, Trayvon Walker, getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive. Now, Darnold. On a throw here, right side, falls incomplete. He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. And it's going to be 3rd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Intended for Ken Walker.
These are the kind of plays that give running backs bad names. I mean, there's nothing fancy about this. You're wide open, the ball's on target. He just flat out dropped it.
On 4th down, out comes the punter. He'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to take over once again. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. De'Ami Brown was the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
This one complete to Washington. 13 yards on the catch there. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
Yards on the play. Move those chains. That's good for a Jacksonville. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. He'll get this out to the left flat. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third down, 3 to go. In motion comes Thomas. Lawrence from the gun here on third down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
They do a really nice job defensively there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Seahawks offense ready for this next possession. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
At the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Darnold now to throw. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. Time now becoming a factor as we get to third down. Here's Darnold. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
The receiver did his part. He creates really nice separation at the top of the route, but he just runs out of room on the sideline. I think the quarterback's thinking, get that ball out of my hand a little bit quicker, and I got myself a completion.
Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. And the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Lawrence now to throw on first down. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with a 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
At the 44-yard line.
First down throw for Lawrence. He'll drop this for ETN. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. On the ground, here's ETN. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense. So the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. Third and 5. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Intended for Johnny Munt. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
So now, a big spot coming here. This to make it a 2-possession lead. Oh, the snap, a poor one, and it's blocked.
So they clearly have a beat on this kicking unit. Now, there's 2 ways to do it. They either have a tip on the long snapper or the holder. But either way, in this case, they're able to time the snap count perfectly, gain an advantage on the outside, and come away with a huge block.
This is 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
4 yards.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, here's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
It's 3rd and 6 yards to go.
The offense having a tough time with this noise. It's 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. It's complete. He's got coverage. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
A gain of
22 yards, the pickup there. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Darnold to throw again. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 2 at the Jaguars' 22-yard line.
To throw again is Darnold. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
And the crowd a major factor now as we get to 3rd down. Here's Darnold again. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Darnold to the air once more. Touchdown! They have gotten to And a two-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense getting set to get back to work. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Etienne. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Now on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
Devin Witherspoon on the coverage.
Now, a big 3rd down. Now, Etienne. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. A safe kick taken at the 5. Past midfield. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
The Seahawks take over.
What a time for that. I mean, you've just finished 4 quarters. You've got guys with tired legs, they're dragging, they're worn out, and then you get this return, it sparks your entire sideline, and you have a chance to win this game right away here on this opening drive of overtime.
Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. The tight end going in motion to the left. Once again, it's Walker. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
He was brought down by Travis Hunter. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Third and 7. Now a first throw here in overtime. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a first down.
First down.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the first down.
The throw on first down is Darnold. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. And it'll bring up second down.
To Kenneth Walker. Out of bounds at the 21-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Tight end going in motion here. Throwing, Darnold. He finds Hupp along the out route. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. Give him a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out. He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face third and goal.
They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. And he's very close to a first down, out of bounds right at the marker. Spot is just a little short, so it is fourth down.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone and gotta find a way to put that ball across the goal line. And what a job here by the defensive line. They've got to hold their ground. Any sort of push by the offense is going to result in a touchdown. But here, the defense comes through with a huge goal line stand, and they're able to keep this offense out of the end zone.
The Jags offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. Whoa. Ooh, well, now you see it, now you don't. Good juke move there, and a gain of 6.
9-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Second down, they need 3. Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And they're going to move this one all the way up near the 30-yard line. A gain there of 21. First down, Jacksonville.
Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 39-yard line.
2nd and a yard. Once again, it's ETN. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
It's a gain of 2.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. This runs straight ahead for ETN. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Lawrence now. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
It's 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with ETN. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
A loss of 2 yards.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away. And he's on for a big one here in overtime. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Seahawks offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. Connects with Kupp on the slant. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Jackson Smith and Jigba. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
3rd and 2. Here we go. We'll try and run it with Walker. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
First down, Seattle.
So 3rd and 2, sometimes it's not about being fancy. You don't need your back to be a hero. Make sure, no matter what, pick up the yards needed, convert that first down. Now, if there's an opportunity to pop it, great. But don't try to go for the home run and bring up 4th down.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Seattle.
First down, Seahawks.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. There he goes again. And he'll get into the end zone. Dennis Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.